swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will get the first crack at it here. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. The play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You have a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Works the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Working that left side now. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So now it's second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Randall. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds his man, it's Randall. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Cyclones in the hurry up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Floating away. Lets it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. It's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
What blowout, I think I heard them talking about, or something like that.
And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right.
Give me the ball back.
Defense scoops it up.
I told you I was coming away.
There he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did.
Get out of quiet crowd a little bit. 2 fumbles.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
It wasn't 2-on-1.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Randall. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The Cyclones are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Cyclones have it with a first and goal.
All right.
Quarterback may change this route. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fitted in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're just double teaming him heavily.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So they're facing third and short from the 25.
Hopefully he can take him by the end of the season when his running back is
They'll try the run.
worthless.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Turning it on. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. as he trucks his way to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12.
Well, I'm excited to see what Sierra pulls off. It should
this
be,
one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowned surfing
500-yard game today?
They're up by 18 over
6 touchdowns.
Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
I think I've got Baylor coming up.
We joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action.
Yeah, I have them coming up, I think, next week because I have some people visiting.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the
I
time.
lost my 5-star Will
they
to...
block for a second.
Yeah, give me the ball. That's right.
Things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. They finally get him down,
lost
but
5-star Will
to
Notre Dame, but I did get the 5-star Mike.
Some field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football
Ohio State
over
lose
here.
to?
Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And a phenomenal...
Touchdown, Cyclones! A great catch and run for 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Ooh. Yeah, I did not have that on my bingo card either. One of those EA upsets. How good is Maryland this year? Are they still standard? I think they're normally, what, 80, 84, somewhere in there.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Clowney. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make
Oh,
sure
they're
everyone
ranked this
has
year.
the same call. The Utes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. They make the stop, and that is
that's
the
right.
end
They're
of the first
struggling
half.
this year.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters
Oh
today
boy,
from there
yeah, 5
in
losses.
Salt Lake City.
Unacceptable there.
And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll test the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Yep, when you go onto Discord, you have to go into the settings on it. You can adjust that so you can change game volume versus voice volume. Yeah, I have to do that with like Fortnite and different games.
They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Well, and I can read, what would it, like 20-ish words and then it cuts off. Or like 15 words and then it cuts off. So I can't always see the very end of everything. But I get a good idea of what you're talking about.
Extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, there's some big losses out there. Finally, the season's shaking up a little bit. Or the
only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some.
Yeah, no, Colorado was a good one.
I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got an open man. All
Yeah, I see you and I are dueling it out for a cornerback.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's
well,
thinking
we'll
to
see.
himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Got his man on the right. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
I have him visiting with Baylor with a few extra on the side. Well, I got Baylor next, I think. Or, no, I got Baylor in 2 weeks.
He's looking to pass. Buys a little time. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his
Baylor.
line.
So basically, who can beat Baylor the worst?
First down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders...
Touchdown, Iowa State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's
That's
staying in
awesome.
their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers in this.
Damn. So it shows what the capability he has on his team.
Trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Clowney. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Pitter patter. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Sister's still sleeping.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield.
He's not out of it yet.
He return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just
I love a potato. He's just adopted that name.
Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the.
Because that's Missouri, right?
They'll leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Wants to go to the ship, and then you came back and put a beat down on him.
Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
No.
And
Bad throw, Theus. Bad throw.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out
What's
some
up, girl? You gotta go
frustration.
potty?
They've been getting lit up all over the place. And that
You're really
time,
hungry.
They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're 75s or something like that. Like, they're not awful.
Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cyclone!
That was a great play all the way around, by the way. Sorry.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No
Yeah, just
shot. They have no
good throw,
right
good catch,
idea
good, like,
how to
sidestep.
get in this
Whoop.
quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out.
What?
We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're coming out to tee it up.
Oh, that would have been
That
sweet.
last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this.
Dude, that would have been sweet. That would have been fun. Price taking lessons from a NFL stud or whatever.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Yep.
That's the end of the period.
No, that would have been a
Iowa
good
State
one.
has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
What's up?
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's
You're
see
tired?
if anything memorable
You can
can
go sleep
come
with
from
mom
this
again.
one.
Are you want? Yeah? Are you gonna go to sleep?
So the final period starts
Oh,
with
that
a
girl.
second down play. To the air, it's Rossi. He's got it down the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines.
Well,
You got to throw
I like
first down.
26.
You gotta keep this
We
thing
can keep
moving
going with
forward.
26 for a while.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Finds his tight end.
Fuck
And the
that.
defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this
I hated
offense
that.
just
No.
hasn't found a way to kind of open it up.
I wanna
they
play
haven't
the
found
game.
those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of
I'm not buying it.
strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game.
I don't
You've
like
gotta
the
take
money
shots.
scale.
The defense is not gonna be
That was a
blitzing,
part
so
of what I
these screens
disliked about
probably
everything.
aren't
Like,
going
again, I'm all for the athletes getting paid. They should. They should be able to eat. They should be able to do all that stuff. But there's no way they should be making more money than NFL players. That's ridiculous.
Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of
Yeah.
day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Right. Like, we still got time, and it's always creating new people. So we're always going to have new stories. And
Get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Quarterback making checks.
right? And then we can always as well create, like you said, one of those leagues where we have whatchamacallit, start with like a North Dakota State or something like that.
He wants to throw it. Just a short pass to
Yep.
the tight end. And he's knocked down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big
Like it's
target,
a challenge
running
then.
across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Right down
Oops,
the
I did
middle.
not want to. What was that?
Intercepted, and the defense is
EA?
set up. He'll be stopped, but
What
not
was
before
that?
getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What?
Great job getting the interception.
Okay.
Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And maybe he'll get back
Well,
to the line of
like you said,
scrimmage, but no more than that.
they've got Clemson yet, and
And
they've
this
got
offense has to find a way to run the football.
yeah.
They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But
Huskers
defense,
get
they've
some
risen to the
Mizzou.
occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Goal line defense, and he
Yes.
gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
And he doesn't
I'm gonna
find
keep
much
fighting.
running
That's
room.
all
A
I know.
short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line
Yes.
second and 7.
Oh, did you see that shift in that EA just did?
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
No, they've been doing it the whole game when I've done some audibles here and there. Not in like a negative way, just
The Cyclones are at
it's
the
weird
line
watching
looking
them
to
like
convert on third and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I think in this situation,
right.
after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
yeah. Did you see my first play
They
with Zeke or
already
my
have a
touchdown with him?
lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw.
Yeah,
and pick up
Zeke
the
Tour.
first
I've
down.
had him the whole time.
He's got it.
I've had him
First
for
down.
4 seasons. He's been my backup.
And they finally make the tackle.
You gotta
but
go
this
potty?
will be a pretty easy-
Yes, let's go take you potty. No, I've had Tour. He's a beast. He's done a lot of good things for me. I just can't use him as a lead back because he's so small. He just gets beat up and then you lose any ability off of him. But as a secondary guy, he has like a 94 speed. Yeah, so he works great as my secondary. But yeah, all 4 years at ISU with me as a backup. You are pushing the button. I told you were going to have fun. No. Good. Yeah, no, you can feel it with those players. Like, it's crazy. Yep.
For this offense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10.
Did you go potty?
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
No, that's not where I wanted it. I wanted X. That was my bad. I hit the wrong button. Yep, that was me.
The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Sonia.
He'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Price. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Almost sidestepped him.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Price. Open space at the 25. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Cyclones started this.
Yeah, Oklahoma, I mean, they're good. Or am I thinking of Oklahoma? I think I'm thinking of Oklahoma State. They're a 74. Oklahoma is higher than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep.
Let me talk about my first season, AK. I will be happy to. I've told them I used to throw 6 picks a game.
One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset
Like, it's.
we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today.
Yo, I was like, I was good. I played the game like I was supposed to, and then all of a sudden the time disappeared. Patience. Yes, Cambria. I am. You got sleep in your eyes.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Flanagan. Makes it past the marker. Brings into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all
That's
the way.
cool.
They
Like
pick
it.
up more than 40 yards before the touchdown saving tackle.
That was close.
The Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw. It's Rossi. Quarterback
That I hated that on Madden. Like, it just destroyed. It destroyed it all understanding the game, or like they overdid it is what they did.
They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has
I can't stand that. I don't want pay to win. Like,
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires on the move. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Yep,
Well, at this point,
I'm
you're
done.
still trying to throw stuff up against the box.
Yes,
You wanna
Cambria.
see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And
I am the
give
white
the
team, you're
offense
right.
credit.
Do you know
You're
how,
not just gonna
why
run
am
the
I the white
football. You're
team?
not just
What
gonna
helped you
take it in
to
and get
know
over
that
the
I was
locker
white?
room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the
Yeah,
little
well,
corner?
this green
Taking
circle
over the
around my
tight end
guy
and
that was
keeping him
there,
from getting the
that
first.
shows who I am on the screen.
Just complete
Yep.
and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
total
came in and I
domination in all
dominated.
three
That's what you get for
phases of the
being
game.
red.
Offense, defense,
There you
and
go.
special teams. This team
11 for
came ready
160
to
and 6
play,
touchdowns.
and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game.
No. It's going to be good. Although, you can tell that people are figuring out the game more and more. Right. That's AK, we'll get there. You just, like I've told him, you just need to learn the, like, players' traits and stuff. Like, I knew with Volk I couldn't throw a deep pass. It was dumb. I just knew I couldn't do it, though. Yep. Like, yeah, there's some quarterbacks, they just, not their thing. 42-28. Good beatdown. Well, I'm sure he's been frustrated and been ready to come back and play. Huskers. Okay, there we go. Oh, look who's online. Huskers. I just need to